Okay, everyone, now settle down. It's time for us to start. Welcome to the first meeting of Monsters Anonymous, and I want to also thank the Zoom meeting host from City Hall for letting us use their account for our meetings during the pandemic. So let's all thank them. Thank you. Now, this is my first support group as a therapist for monsters, so I'm a little nervous. Bear with me. I'm proud of every one of you for taking the first step to come and talk about your issues as monsters. You are being very brave.
You seem nervous. Is this your first Monsters Anonymous? I mean, are you even a monster?
Well, no, I'm not, but I have studied and passed all my monster exams, so I am here to help all of the monsters in the world.
I didn't even want to be here tonight. My boss made me come.
Well, whatever the reason, we're glad Carla made you show up, and I'm glad you're all here to be with us. Who would like to go first? Okay, good. Yes, ma'am. Why are you here today?
Hi, my name is...
Oh, no, I'm sorry. We do not give our names here. This support group is anonymous. That way, monsters like you can go back out into the community and scare people without fear. We want humans to be afraid, not monsters. Oh, now,
okay, whatever.
Watch your attitude. Don't you think you're just being a little witchy?
Good one. Okay, I'll try this again. Hello, I am clearly a witch, so being witchy is my game. Yeah, so this is how it works. Great. I said I'm a witch, but my problem is I'm not a particularly good one. What is one of the very biggest things a witch is supposed to be good at?
Spells.
Eating children.
Lying on a broomstick. Oh!
No. Those are all easy. Potions. I cannot make potions.
Well, you cannot really call yourself a witch, now can you?
Easy, dude. Find your words. Of course, I can cook. I just cannot blend. I read the potion recipes, grab a little eye of newt, stir in the hair of a golden unicorn, add a dash of bat whiskers, and nothing. The potion I made last night was supposed to curse my neighbor, but it just gave him gas. Try some?
Absolutely not.
No one should be trying untested spells right now, even your next door neighbor, Bruce. Anyone else want to share?
I will. As you can see, I'm really not very convincing as someone that will maul you in the woods. I've been working with the hair club for wolves, but really, I got a lot of negative feedback from other pack members. They say that having my hair loss now allows me the ability to act human, but it's not that easy.
Why not?
Well, I still feel compelled to tear their flesh off during a full moon cycle.
Oh, yeah.
Yuck. Are you even really a zombie? I thought The Walking Dead devoured human brains.
Well, that is one of the stereotypes that led me to this meeting tonight. You see, I had an epiphany one day that I could live off vegetables and it would help with the climate crisis. And I was surprisingly happy that I would not have to eat human parts anymore. I would not have to worry about my soul being sent to damnation and that I was getting more animal protein than plant-based in my diet.
Well, thank goodness for Zoom meetings.
But I am starving. I thought when the restaurant started contactless delivery options that I would be able to order a healthier item without facing the critical eyes of my fellow monsters. I get a lot of grief from my friends when I order veggie fried rice combo for delivery and do not eat the Chinese delivery guy's brains out on my front stoop when it arrives.
Well, I am not certain which is worse, my Walking Dead veggie bar loving friend. I am so thirsty. I have to say that the pandemic is really throwing a wrench in my normal blood supply system. With all the social distancing, and of course, I cannot pull down my mask and move closer to anyone right now. Heck, I'm not 100% positive, but I may not survive this pandemic. I am very thirsty, and I have considered looking at the vermin in my building. Oh my, the horror.
Well, I know we are all here because of our desire to scare the human population and those obstacles we face daily that hinder our progress to that goal. But I'm confused by you, sister. I guess I am a little baffled as to why you decided to join our Monsters Anonymous meeting today on Zoom. Do you consider yourself a monster?
Well, thank you so much for allowing me to join with you all today. I would have to say that some people might consider me a monster, and many might be right. You see, I'm having trouble with my faith during this pandemic. There's been so much fighting and death and violence that I feel maybe I'm more in line with the biblical verses of an eye for an eye than, say, the verse about loving your enemy.
Not me. I wish my potion worked so I could turn everyone into frogs.
I have no problem with an eye for an eye. No. It's just I'm not scary enough to get the advantages on humans with my hair loss.
Do you not know what you're complaining about, sister? You have the grace of God no matter what you decide.
Now, let us not attack the sister. She's here like the rest of us because of a problem with humans. And it sounds like she may have a valid complaint or a concern. Let us listen to her story and see if we have any advice to give her.
Well, we all know how hard it can be sometimes to love your enemy. You know, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who mistreat you. I mean, that is a tall order. I do not see most Christians who proclaim to be Christians really acting in this manner. I see during the last year a group of humans who call themselves Christians making hurtful comments, and then the next group lobs more hurtful slants back and forth. It is awfully hard not to see the monster in all of us this past year.
Well, I sometimes look to the words of Martin Luther King Jr. To our most bitter opponents, we say, we shall match your capacity to inflict suffering by our capacity to endure suffering. We shall meet your physical force with soul force. Do to us what you will, we shall continue to love you. It seems that love is the missing component.
Well, in the words of Am and Hennessy, love without courage and wisdom is sentimentality. as with the ordinary church member. Courage without love and wisdom is foolhardiness, as with the ordinary soldier. Wisdom without love and courage is cowardice, as with the ordinary intellectual. Therefore, one who has love, courage, and wisdom is the one in a million who moves the world, as with Jesus, Buddha, and Gandhi.
Wow, it does seem like everyone here has a comment about love in this world. I always like the verse, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of God." That is one of my church's faith beliefs, that we should be moving toward the peaceful one.
Well, the scriptures teach that there are two opposing princes and two opposing kingdoms. That one is the Prince of Peace, the other is the Prince of Strife. Each of these princes has his kingdom, and as the prince is, so is also the kingdom. The Prince of Peace is Jesus Christ. His kingdom is the kingdom of peace, which is his church. His messengers are the messengers of peace. His word is the word of peace. His body is the body of peace. His children are the seed of peace.
Well, when Jesus was questioned about the greatest commandment, he did say, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on these two commandments."
I am really blown away that I'm having such a profound discussion with monsters about Christ and faith and love. Well, especially about loving your enemies. I guess that I can see it from many different eyes and various opinions if they're all based in love. Thank you for helping me see that maybe some of the monsters I've seen over this pandemic and this divided election year may really have love deep inside their soul. They may also be children of God and Christians. I should make sure I approach them in a peaceful manner as to not scare them back into their monster ways. They'll know we're Christians by our love.
I would love to suck your blood.
I would love some celery sticks with cream cheese.
I would love to brew an actual potion in 2021.
Oh, I would love for you to cast a full head of hair spell on me.
I would love to wrap up this evening by saying, if it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone.
I will move toward the peaceful one with all my love. May God bless all the monsters in our world.